I don't want to hear it, chat. I don't want to hear it. YouTube voidlings, my Twitch chat has been bullying me for the past couple of minutes. These people need to understand that's just not how it works around here, okay? Don't listen to my Twitch. Don't listen to my Twitch audiences. My Twitch audiences are becoming rabid around here. Anyways. I'm a dress as Co's model for Halloween. The homies will never know that. Hey, yo, what? YouTube chat will agree. YouTube chat are completely different, okay? All right? The YouTube audience's side will not agree with my Twitch chat, okay? All right? They know exactly how it is. They are called the YouTube voidlings, and they're the goats. We about to bully y'all YouTube frogs next. You will not bully the YouTube frogs / YouTube voidlings, okay? All right? It's not how it works around here. Anyways, let's get back on traffic before you guys are gonna make me lose my mind. Anyways, YouTube frogs, you missed her crashing out. Join us on Twitch. No! No! Stop! Anyways, they won't anyways, because you know for a fact that their time zones don't work with me, okay? All right? Because a lot of them can't come and join us, and at the same time, they prefer YouTube, and that's why they want me to stream on YouTube. And I don't blame them too at the end of the day. So, anyways, TikToker jailed after injecting a stranger as a prank, which is kind of a little bit crazy, to be honest. No stopping anytime soon. We will be stopping after this, to be honest. So I got this video recommended on my recommendation. You guys recommended this to me, and yeah. Membership. Okay. All right. Let's go take a look at this, shall we?
Ladies and gentlemen, we as humans are evolving.
I saw the video on Moise's channel. Really?
At least in this context.
I haven't seen this video yet.
Opposite. I don't know why I led with that.
I don't know why this person's injecting people.
All meaning. It is a word that can mean a joke. It is a word that can mean a video of somebody harassing.
Yeah, I'm gonna inject King too as well.
I'm sure it's gonna be a word
for being a
interchangeable
bitch.
with murder. One day historians are gonna look back in time and they're gonna be like, what the fuck was going on with those people? And why did they allow poisoning food sources to be called a prank? Guys, I am genuinely concerned for our future.
Wait, is that the guy?
That I end up saying a lot on this channel, and while I never like fully mean it as a joke, if I'm saying it, I'm saying it because I've seen
is it always me?
something
Because you started it. That's the reason why.
Concerned for how things are going to end up turning out for us, but usually it's at least like halfway said in jest. Today, not really. Social media pranks have been a topic of controversy for at least the last decade.
This is a scary kind of prank. This is a pretty scary kind of prank.
On what's acceptable to call a prank since at least
I don't even think this is a prank in general
it just
either.
Keeps getting worse. I remember when I was like a young teenager, I would see the pranks that people were trying to pass off then, and I'd be like, how the fuck is this even kind of being categorized as a prank? Like, I remember when Sam Pepper uploaded that video pretending to kill his friend, and there was like a petition made to get his channel banned. And that was a
This is a lawsuit?
Prank. We're so desensitized.
Not even a lawsuit. You're gonna get
socked
in the face. You're gonna get beat up, to be honest.
To look twice anymore. Because now in 2025 we have to deal with pranks like people.
Well, you guys still have the Vitaly guy over there in the Philippines,
and injecting them with a syringe, and then nothing else. That's it. That's the prank. Were you expecting more? Yeah, a normal person would,
how you
but
been?
No, that's the quote prank we're looking at today.
This happened in Texas or Florida? Guy with Swiss cheese?
Planet Earth,
I don't even know where this is from.
Mojito.
Does he actually inject people?
Recently sort of gone viral after he received a 6-month-long jail sentence after he was.
Oh, he's a French influencer. Makes sense. I'm just saying that try this type of prank with me and you're going home without teeth, especially around these parts. A lot of people have unsanitary. Oh yeah, that's true. Homing chocolate incoming, kind of bad prank.
Was caught doing fake syringe attacks for a prank video. This guy was just walking up to unsuspecting members of the public and sticking them with a syringe and then running off. Now I'm going to show you this video, but I also want to give you some context because
where's the joke in like syringing people? Where's the punchline?
somehow. And I mean, this is one of those moments where it's really just like, how could this be possible? The fact that it was a guy walking
It's always
around
the
sticking
French in
random
it.
people with a syringe is not the worst part. There's context that somehow makes this worse. So Amin made this video in late June. He uploaded it onto the internet on June 20th. And the day after he uploaded this video, there was a music festival in France where 145 people reported being pricked by needles by strangers. This was seemingly due to some sort of like trend or social media challenge. I don't even really know what the fuck you call something like this. That was circulating in France at this time, encouraging people to go out and get syringes and prick women at this festival. Now, after doing some digging, doing some research for this video, I've learned that this is like a relatively...
Oh, is the volume a little bit low? I thought the volume was fine, to be honest. Sorry.
Big problem in France right now. There's been this pattern over the last few years of women being pricked by needles out in public, and it seems to be getting more and more common. And for some reason, I don't think right now the cause is known. This music festival that was happening in June was selected as a target for this kind of stuff. So not only is this loser going around pretending to inject people with a syringe for a TikTok, which is already one of the most insane things I've ever heard of a person doing, he's doing it in a country where this is like a serious documented recurring issue. And on top of that, he uploads the video the day before a major music festival where people have been talking about doing this to people for weeks. Now, could all of that be just one crazy coincidence? Sure, but personally, I find the likelihood of that pretty low. Anyways, I've seen some other people talk about this and they didn't mention the connection to this music festival stuff, and I feel like that makes this whole thing just that much worse.
It's pretty
With that
scary
being said,
though,
though,
you can,
let me show you the video.
Please subscribe.
Elle nous avait menti. Hein.
What?
Oh, qu'est-ce que c'est là?
What?
So as you can see, this is one of the lamest things humankind has ever done. Thankfully,
oh, that's fucking terrifying to see that. You're just chilling or so, and then you got this dude just coming up to you, just with a mask and sunglasses or so, and just like injecting you with random shit. That's crazy though. Does his syringe actually have a needle? I don't think it does, because I think that's the whole prank about it. But like, even then, it's still kind of terrifying to see that. I don't know, man. That's a little bit jarring to me.
from what I can tell, it seems like the syringe was capped off, so he wasn't actually poking people, but it's pretty hard to imagine the stupidity that has to be at play here to even dream of this idea. Like, obviously, this guy was probably influenced by the people talking about doing this stuff online, but for those people, like, it wasn't a prank. They just actually wanted to cause harm to people.
Why are these videos like so low
So like,
res?
for this guy to think this would be funny, I just can't wrap my head around it. From the articles I've read, I haven't found anything indicating that he like told these people what was going on after the fact. So this guy was just walking up to random men and women pretending to inject them with something and then running away without saying a word. We've talked a million times on this channel about how for something to be a prank, the person who's being pranked has to be in on it almost immediately. Because it's not a prank if the person being pranked doesn't get to laugh it off after the fact. I think more so than any of the other dog shit pranks we've ever talked about on this channel, this violates that more than anything. You're leaving an innocent person wondering what this psychopath just walked up to them and injected them with.
Doing this
There's not a
for
single
real and it starts
sane
a
person
biological
on the
warfare.
entire
It might
planet
probably
who could think that
will,
was a
because
prank.
remember, at the same time, right, we live in a day and age where a lot of people do a lot of stupid things, and that is the reason why.
Mais, depuis le mois d'octobre, le chien, ben, casse-toi.
That's weird, bro.
What are you doing?
What the fuck? What the fuck? Who the fuck are you? Ça va pas, là? Connard, casse-toi.
One thing that I'll never understand about these videos, or like more so specifically really the people that make them and watch them, is like, what are you gaining from this? Like, what about this is entertaining?
Clout, fame, and getting a lot of the little kids or so to like his content. Because the only people who will like this kind of content are literally the younger audiences. That's it. Imagine someone has a gun. Well, apparently this is in France, so that's the only reason why. And jail time, yeah, that too. But it's mostly for the clout. That's what it is. I swear, dude. Clout has been such a massive drug that people want to take to get famous. Prank contents should be canceled. Well, these kinds, yeah, I don't mind like the other kind of pranks, but even then they have to be in the joke to get the prank, you know? I think personally I prefer like the fake prank videos. You know how like they fake their pranks and everything? I think that's better because at least at the end of the day, nobody gets hurt. Or, you know, nothing super crazy happens, you know? To do it to a random stranger who literally isn't in on the joke.
For you, because obviously it's the reaction,
Technically, he's
right?
violating
But, like,
your private
why?
space,
What are you
technically
expecting?
touching
You know, like
drop
what is
kick
actually
him,
funny
wouldn't
for
be
you? It just doesn't
illegal,
really
right?
make sense to me. Like it's
Depends on
similar to how
France.
most people don't
What
like to
France-
watch a
what,
TV
like,
show
what
or
the
a
laws
movie
is
if
over
the
there.
ending's been spoiled. You know what I mean? Like you know what's gonna happen. You walk up to somebody and you pretend to stick them with a syringe. Of course they're gonna stand up and
Yeah, of
freak out.
course.
It'd be like recording a quote prank where you pull a gun on somebody and laugh when they freak out
I
or
find
tell
this
you
no
not to
fun,
shoot them. It's like
but
what about
deserving,
this is
deserving of the-
entertaining? And the
of the
unfortunate
clank
reality
later.
is, if you think about it, it's just because these people like to see people in distress.
That's understandable.
Something is wrong with their brain. They're getting off by watching people freak out and think that their life might be in danger. That's the factor of these videos that's entertaining for people who watch them or make them. Anyways, I would say that I don't really understand how a person gets to this point, but in sort of a dark way, I think compared
so
to
weird,
a lot of the
dude.
bad pranks we've covered on this channel,
But
the
not really
fact
good,
that this
me
one
considering
happens
working
makes a
in
lot of
health.
sense. I mean, if France is actually going through a time where people are
wouldn't like to
going
get pricked
out
by a
and
random
sticking
needle at
women
me.
with syringes for fun, then
So about the
yeah,
needle
I
with
mean,
a
I
toy
guess it kind
gun
of
and-
makes
and
sense
him
that a
holding them
person would
at
make a
gunpoint
prank
is
video in
super fucked
reference to
up.
that. Thankfully,
Yeah.
however, this kind of stuff seems to not just be going unchecked. Like I said earlier, this guy was sentenced to 6 months in jail, and he's been sitting in jail since he was arrested in late June. Personally, I don't really feel like 6 months is enough, especially considering the fact that the prosecution seems to think that this guy's video is part of what made that music festival such a dangerous place. Part of the argument was that if his video had not gone viral, there would not have been so many incidents at that music festival. And while I'm not a judge, after hearing what this idiot had to say for himself, I would have tacked on a life sentence, I think. His excuse for walking up to people and having a cameraman film him as he pretended to inject people with an unknown substance was that he had been in his own world and didn't know anything. He said, I had the very
What? it's because he was in his own world? I had a very bad idea of doing these pranks by imitating what I saw on the internet in Spain, in Portugal, he said. I didn't think it could hurt people. That was my mistake. I didn't think about others. I thought about myself. He's just that ignorant at that age. He doesn't even look like a young dude either. He's an old ass guy. Look at him. He's got a beard and a mustache. You know, he got muscles and everything. What is he, in his 30s or something? Late 20s? I don't know. The guy's an old ass adult, man. What are you doing? Fucking playing pranks on these kids, bro. Ugh. Jump scare everywhere. There's so much jump scare. Crazy. Yeah, I don't know. It's just weird.
very bad idea of doing these pranks by imitating what I saw on the internet.
He's
in
definitely
Spain and Portugal.
32.
He said, I didn't think it could hurt people. That was my mistake. I didn't think about others. I thought about myself. I hate this like genre of lawyer curated statements because this is just absolute bullshit. And I feel like being
Looks
this
30x15,
dishonest
what
should
are-
get
what
you
world
more
we live
time in
in.
jail. It's absolute fucking bullshit to say that you didn't think you could hurt people by pulling this prank. Because you'd never do this unless your intention was to cause people an insane amount of distress. Like I was saying
Plus
earlier,
the
to
clout
find
as
these
well on
pranks
top of that,
entertaining, to
too.
want to go out and do this, you have to find people thinking that their life is in danger entertaining. So this guy's just talking out of his ass. Anyways, he was also fined €1,500 and he was banned from owning or carrying a weapon for 3 years. Kind of a
Damn.
strange amalgamation of punishments, but I'm glad to see that people are being punished for doing shit like this more and more frequently. And I am pretty hopeful that these sorts of reactions may just end up killing this horrible prank culture we've had for years. I really do think with like how big social media has
Man, I think personally we should go back to pranking, but using like actors for pranking. I think personally, I think it's a lot more better, but that's just, that's just my opinion. I have a 13-year-old brother. He's smart enough not to mess with people like this better yet attempting internet pranks. That's good. That's good because there's a lot of stupid kids or so that like to do those internet pranks. Remember where that one person died or so for pulling off a prank because he decided to pull out a toy gun, and then well, it was in the U.S. of course, and then he pulled out his gun and then shot him, but it wasn't a real gun. It was a toy gun. Like apparently that happened in general, and unfortunately he passed away because of the prank. And he said it was just a prank, bro, and then died. Remember, just for laughs, guys. Man, just bring back like old videos.
Gotten and like how
old prank
often you can see
videos.
people get away with crazy shit. It's really led people to think that they can
think
just do
faking it is
anything,
a lot
that
more
they can
better
use
now these
random
days.
innocent people as fodder. They can do whatever they want to them for their content and just never face a consequence. I think once the reality sets in that harassing people, assaulting people, poisoning people, making people think that they're about to die, even if it's just for a TikTok,
some
can land you in
co-hissing
prison
video.
for
Shut the fuck
years.
up.
People are gonna stop fucking doing it. It's crazy
like this
that
makes
is
me
even a
miss
reality that
Punk'd,
has to
and
set in
Ashton.
anymore.
I remember
but
Punk'd.
that's just where we are, unfortunately. Well, guys, what are your thoughts? Do you think this punishment is appropriate? Personally, like I said, I don't really think that 6 months is enough. Maybe a year, year and a half, some time to really think about what he did.
Yeah.
Like, I understand that legally their hands were probably kind of tied because at the end of the day,
Dude, I love the Japanese prank shows. Oh my god, I forgot the name of that one prank show where they have a bunch of comedians or so, where they literally do some pranks and stuff, or do like shows, like little mini games and stuff like that. That's one of my favorite ones. I forgot what's it called or so, but that one, I like that one.
physical harm was done, but I've got to assume a lot of mental harm was. I mean, like, let's be real, I'm sure that most
draw
of the people
code,
in
cat
that
girl
video have
hissing at
figured out it was a
chat.
prank, either just from
Nah, that's
realizing nothing
endangering
happened
health.
or
He
like
needs more
seeing
jail
these
time
news
and probably
stories. But what
more
if they
community
didn't?
service.
You know?
Yeah.
Like, what if they're just walking around wondering when is whatever this guy injected them with gonna ruin their life? It just baffles
Yeah, I
me that a
remember
person
that
can wake
too as
up and
well.
think that stuff like this is okay to do. It's even worse that the state of the internet allows people to monetize that kind of thinking. I think we are making progress in this regard. I really do think that this sort of content is finally starting to die out. It's
That's
gonna be a
good.
slow death though, and kind of scared to see what happens in the meantime. So yeah.
Man, what a crazy ass video. I'm like, what are you doing, dog? Like, why are you even bother doing this stuff? Like, what's wrong with you, man? Look at you. You're a handsome looking guy, bro. You're well built. You got some good genetics. Why are you acting like a 15-year-old, huh? Why are you trying to do these like pranks and stuff like that, bro? Go do something more better with your life at the end of the day. Oh well. Anyways. Sucks to suck, to be honest. Vitality, basically. Well, he is the French version, anyways. New content will be all AI slop. Well, it technically already has been AI slop for a while now. Apparently, his mother didn't give him much attention, and dad left him. Probably, I wouldn't be surprised if that's the issue, because apparently he lived in his own realm or so that, and didn't think about other people of his actions. Probably on your steroids, who knows? Come and join us, Twitch and Bully Co. Do not do that. No. Anyways, that's the end of the video. You guys can comment, like, subscribe, do all that fancy jazzy stuff. Yeah, honestly, not a good idea. Honestly, shut the fuck up, chat, before I put you in the goddamn box. I will fucking throw you in the box. Don't make me throw you in the box, alright? Anyways, that's the end of the video. And, peace.